the general culture war against anyone who wants to try and speak about Israel, denounce Israel in any language that's not approved of by quote-unquote mainstream media, liberal media, whatever you want to talk about. I'm, of course, thinking about Bob Vylan at Glastonbury, the rap duo. I believe you were at Glastonbury, Owen. They led a chant, nice. They led a chant at the weekend saying death, death to the IDF, which aired live on the BBC. And the entire British political media class lost it and said that the BBC should be punished, that heads should roll, that Bob Vylan should be punished. I think Avon and Somerset police were investigating Bob Vylan for, I think, incitement to violence. I'm not sure under which law, one of many UK laws. You had people in Parliament talking about banning these things. You had the Conservative Party whipping up hysteria. You had the British Prime Minister. You had the British Culture Secretary, Lisa Landy, doing an entire debate in Parliament. And all the while, the very genocide that the IDF, the Israeli military, is committing, that just gets a pass. What was your reaction to this entire, it's still going on, this kind of hysteria? And by the way, well, let's throw in the US government here. The Trump administration canceled the visas for Bob Vylan, who were coming to the US for a concert. The same US government, Marco Rubio, who said he's going to punish other countries if they take action against Americans' right to free speech abroad.
Mehdi, let's just say it's insane. The whole thing is completely deranged. There was a national firestorm. Currently still raging, by the way. It was on the front pages of every single national newspaper, very much. You're right. I mean, the Culture Secretary, Lisa Nandy, delivered a statement to Parliament in the sort of tone you might expect to be reserved for, say, if a suicide bomber had just detonated themselves in a shopping mall. I mean, that was the gravity with which she spoke. And the day before this, Haaretz, the Israeli newspaper, had a report about Israeli officers, IDF soldiers and officers, publicly, saying that they had been ordered to intentionally shoot at unarmed, starving Palestinians, over 600 of whom were killed. At 8 points, that's just one crime committed by the IDF. That didn't matter. No parliamentary statements, not splashed on newspaper front pages, not leading to Keir Starmer doing grand, terrible statements and parliamentary debates and all the rest of it. I mean, it brings into sharp relief just how little value is attached, obviously, to Palestinian life. And the fact that the IDF, according to a consensus of genocide scholars, including Israeli genocide scholars, is committing genocide. At the moment, we have a force which is committing genocide in Gaza and a pogrom in the West Bank. Obviously, the IDF has forfeited its right to exist.